good rainy morning here in Tampa. We have needed rain. We have been in a drought. So I'm glad that we have got a fair amount of rain in the last day, basically, from one day to the other. But is what it is. We keep this thing rolling. This week we had the new card show that's put on by KK Sports over at a Hilton in Clearwater, St. Pete area. Again, I never know what to call this. This is right off Almerton. I feel that's more of St. Pete than Clearwater, but the Clearwater show is literally 5 minutes away. So maybe it's Clearwater. I don't really know. But at the end of the day, we have two shows pretty much that are always going to happen this weekend. You might have heard me or will hear in the video coming up that this show that I went to is supposed to start. The first phase is 8 months. So once a month for 8 months, this show will pretty much be on, I guess, the third weekend of the month moving forward. So that's something to look forward to. I would like to go to the two shows in the same day. I had prior obligations on Saturday, so I could only get to one show, and I obviously wanted to go to the new show. There were a couple other guys at the Clearwater show. Santiago Sports was there. Prizm God. They're usually not there, so I'm not sure where that collaboration went to bring them in. Unfortunately, I missed going over there to see them. Again, they usually have higher end stuff too, so it's not anything I'm going to buy from them or try to trade for them because that's a different demographic that they cater to. Not to say they don't have cheaper cards, but for the most part, they have big stuff. So, is what it is. The show looked like it was doing very well. I saw lots of people spending money. There were quite a few Pokemon people there, like buying heavily Pokemon for hundreds of dollars. So it's nice to see that market is moving. There was some stuff I didn't even know about. Other than that, it looked like people were buying and selling pretty frequently. It looked very, very active and very good. So, I mean, to me, I think the first show was a success. I don't know how Sunday was because it's a Saturday Sunday show, and Sundays can be very, very tricky because a lot of people don't go out of their way on a Sunday to go to a card show. You know, it's more of that family day, cleanup day, the day before you go back to work, church, stuff like that. So Sundays are always really, really tricky. Where if you can get to Clearwater show on Friday, then you can go to this show on Saturday, or you can do two on the same day on Saturday, because the Clearwater show is Friday, Saturday, and then the show's gonna be Saturday, Sunday, and we'll see how that plays out over time. Um, I know from a table standpoint, it's probably easier to sell 2 days. You don't have to show up if you're not a vendor, but that doesn't look good on the show. So we'll see where it goes. I'll ask Brian and Anna, see how the Sunday went for this show, and it's at the Lake Carolyn Way, I believe. I'll put the address in the bottom of this as well as the video that'll probably come out tomorrow. Haven't done my pickups video yet to complete that, and I only picked up 5 cards anyway, but I didn't even spend a whole bunch of money. But there were some cool cards that I liked that I'll show you that I didn't really even know they existed, and I'll give you a little hint. It's Disney. Very interesting what they're doing right now in the space, and I think they're going to continue to dominate. They got another new product coming out, and it's not Lorcana, and it's coming out like this week live. And it's a very interesting product again with very interesting chases, and the box it comes into collectible all by itself. So I don't even know the name of it. I just told Brian and Anna if they're getting a box or a case or whatever, I'd want a box. So that's what we're gonna do. I will open that up. They're not like dirt cheap or anything like that. They're up to 150 and up type box or whatever. So from what I saw, 200 something like that. Um, but it looks very fun, and I don't dislike the product. And when you have, and it has Marvel characters in it, so when you start dealing with the cinematic universe, past is the cartoon characters, then that's where my interest drops in. That's where other people's interest drops in. And the only thing I know is this: whoever has DC outside of the hero, you need to step up because you are killing yourself right now, not making no money. Do Disney just mimic Prism? Mimic it. Do it. People will buy it. You know how bad people would want a red Superman, a blue Batman? Holy crap. I mean, seriously, do good artwork, spit it on a nice shiny card, make something rare, I just don't know what whoever's running the DC license is doing. They're shooting themselves square in the foot right now and missing out on millions and millions of dollars and on growing their platform for their characters. And it's very disappointing because there's fantastic DC characters that people love to collect, tattoos on their bodies, and you are just straight dodging it. I mean, I've seen more Superman and Batman tattoos than I've ever seen any other character. Probably Snoopy would be next. And Jeff Wilson put out a video about put cross out on Pokemon if you want to go look at it. But he discussed like the top 10 highest selling character slash genres, and the one that was the most surprising to me, and I don't want to spoil it if you haven't watched it, you're probably not going to, was Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh's higher than Mickey Mouse. So, and he's like fifth in the world. So that's, I know Winnie the Pooh, sorry, is big in Europe, but man, I didn't know it was that big. But so again, that is kind of taking over our market space right now because everything else is overdone. You know, basketball Prizm Monopoly cards are hot right now. Hot right now. Now, I haven't seen one numbered, so maybe there's numbered cards, but I know there's colored parallels that have something to do with the game for Monopoly, but how many did they make? Like somebody was like, oh, look at my gold Steph Curry. Well, did they make 1,000 of those? 10,000 of those? It's a game. In every single Walmart, every single Target. Online, you can buy booster boxes for them, just like a playing card game. So yes, they're cards that we like to collect that are sports cards, but it's technically a card for a board game. And I don't know how well it's going to take off over time or be valuable. It might be like the Dunkin' Donuts cards. But honestly, the Dunkin' Donuts cards weren't printed as high or as much as these are as well. So it could fall into that range. I just know that they've probably printed a living crap ton of it. And it's not expensive, but like, what am I really chasing in it? A Paolo rookie, maybe one or two other rookies, and then after that, you're Steph, LeBron, Luca. That's it. And you're just trying to get all the little different rainbow colors that they make because that's what they do. They feed you variations in order to make something feel rare. So I don't even know how that's going to work with this product, but it's very, very interesting. But all right, guys, quick little live drive. Not a ton of straight sports card content, but I hope everybody's having a good weekend, starting your week off, and let's get this thing rolling. See you.